I've done this a couple times, but I want to get this correct. I was watching a feminist. Now, the woman that I'm about to talk to, I've watched tons of her videos. She's very informative. She's very knowledgeable. Then I find an amazing atheist video with her in it, saying that she's a feminist. Okay, alright. Give me why. She goes on this tirade of mostly nothing to do with anything feminism. But I think, if I recall, I believe she said something about how women are used to sell product. Are you stupid? Have you not watched TV in the past fucking 20 years? Have you not seen men have that same thing happen to them? Women for clothing, men for clothing, women for makeup, men for cologne. Are you honestly going to tell me that in your entire life you've never once seen an ad with men being used to sell a product like cologne or clothing or anything else? It goes both ways. This is not a one-way street, people. Okay, like you feminists like to believe. It goes both ways. Just about everything a woman can do, a man can do. If a man is an astronaut, a woman is an astronaut. If a man's a cop, a woman is a cop. I cannot think of one fucking job at all that a woman cannot have. If you can fucking give me one, then more power to you. But I don't think one exists. Okay? Period. I don't think that a job exists that one sex has that the other cannot also have. I just don't think one exists. You have presidents, VIPs, presidents, vice presidents, principals, cops, lawyers, doctors, bankers, advisors, teachers, firemen, firewomen, cops, bakers, wedding planners, nurses, doctors, anything else, veterinarians, let's see, you get the point, so yeah, what's the need? As a man, I'm like, I've listened to so many feminists, and it amazes me how when they send a link to a study, after looking at it for 10 seconds, I can already tell you that it's not something you should take seriously. Like, feminism studies, you can almost detect them by the paragraph that you read in the fourth paragraph. By the fourth paragraph, if not the fourth sentence, you know if this study is valid. Because of how it was made, how it was written, how it was designed. And I can tell you that just about every fucking study that I've ever clicked a link to that had anything to do with feminism has always had a feminist tilt. And if you're going to make a discussion about issues, then you got to have an open mind. You can't have a slight to one or the other. Okay? You can't. You can't have a blog that's feminist in nature and expect people to not treat it as if it's fucking crazy people that have fucking no better thing to do with their time than to waste and torment others. Okay? I'm an atheist. I honestly do not care what you do as long as what you do is beneficial to everybody. You want to be religious, that's fine. You want to make a fucking food bank, food drive, whatever the hell it's called, great. You're doing the good thing. You're helping people out, and as an atheist, I can stand behind that. But as an atheist, I cannot stand behind crazy people spouting nonsense and then expect people to treat it as if it's a fact. Okay? Give me evidence that is not fucking pro-feminist. If you can do that, and the evidence and the studies that you provide are actually a valid fucking study, then by all means, spread what you gotta say. But if all you're going to do is make bullshit claims with bullshit facts, then shut the fuck up, because you're not fucking adding anything productive or meaningful to society. I believe there is a good rule. If you got nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. And I believe it fucking fits this. If you are gonna say shit that doesn't have anything that is meaningful and beneficial, then just shut the fucking up and be quiet. That goes for men and women. Both fucking sexes. If what you're gonna say has nothing beneficial, then just shut up and keep your mouth shut. Now, I was actually very excited when I heard about Feminist Frequency's project with the gaming. How women are portrayed in video games. I was actually excited, to tell you the truth. I was like fucking ecstatic. I was like, yes, let's see what you gotta do. And then I was like, wait a minute. What? No. I suffered. I had to. Watching these videos and listening to her fucking arguments, it was like a child was like making this video. It's like pointless fucking shit that doesn't matter, or things that don't even exist. It's like, really? Women are not portrayed in a positive light in video games? There's not enough women in video games. That's funny. That is. So you completely disregard that about half the fucking people who play video games are in fact women? And then there was in fact hundreds, if not thousands, of games with a female protagonist. Mrs. Pac-Man, one of the earliest female characters. Now, I believe Feminist Frequency did something with Miss Pac-Man, basically stating that Mrs. Pac-Man was literally nothing more than Mr. Pac-Man with a bow. Yes, I suppose you could look at it that way, or you could look at it the way that it was meant to be looked at as, hey, we are giving women a character in a game. Okay? We are trying to let you in. Okay? That's what we were doing with Miss Pac-Man. We were letting women in. Feminist Frequency would have you believe that video games are just a man guy. A guy's thing. Why the hell are there so many women in video games? Not only playing them, but actually in them. Tomb Raider, Uncharted. While Uncharted wasn't a female protagonist, you could certainly see that they were very powerful and very strong women in Uncharted. Okay? Alina Official, I believe was her name. The reporter, very fucking strong throughout the series of games. You know? Yes, in the beginning of Uncharted, she's just a reporter, but she can handle herself. She can hit you pretty damn hard if the storyline is anything to go by. She has a pretty good punch. Okay, she's not a lightweight in punching. She can knock you around. Not only that, but when she's she doesn't kill anybody. The fact is, here's a woman, she has a gun, and she's fighting alongside a man. Equally. She's not behind him, he's not in front of her. They are beside each other, fighting the same enemy with no hesitation. If that is not women empowerment, I don't know what is. Then you got the Tomb Raider series. Female protagonist. The newest game, the bitch gets impaled I don't know how many times. And she just keeps getting up. And she just keeps going. I mean, I believe there was one part where she literally took a lighter, and I think an arrowhead, heated it up, and then singed a wound. I wouldn't do that. I'm a guy, and I'd be like, I would be afraid to do that. I'd be like, just give me some bandages, some wipes, and I'll be done. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. Fucking did it. No hesitation, just. And here's the truth, I don't care. I don't care if the main character's a woman or not. I don't care. What matters to me is not who I play, but what I experience. Hell, I'm doing a Final Fantasy 13 Let's Play on GameAnyone.com. And I'll tell you this right now, that I spend more time playing with an all-woman team in Final Fantasy 13 than the men. Give it a chance. Give it a choice. I choose the women. Why? Because that's who I want to play as. I find that the men just aren't as fun to play with. I like to play with the women. And, I'm okay with that. Hell, I'm doing a Skyrim Let's Play on GameAnyone.com. Who do I play as? I'm not a guy. I'm a woman. Why? Because that's who I want to play as. Because, if I'm gonna go around kicking some serious ass, I might as well enjoy the adventure. Enjoy some booty looking, some sexy time, every now and again. I didn't design the woman because I wanted her to be eye candy. I chose a woman because I wanted to have a woman character. And I wanted someone, as a guy, I don't want to play a guy, because to me that would be kind of gay. A guy with a guy. So I'm a guy that plays a woman. And women play with guys in gaming. I don't find that one bit odd. I find that normal. I'd actually find it abnormal if a woman was a woman in a game. I'd find it just weird and uncomfortable. And I can tell you that in Skyrim, my female character can kick some ass. And I believe I have a female companion. Now, if you go to my GameAnyone.com, and this is not the point, I'm not trying to tell you to go to my GameAnyone.com account, James 1992. But yeah, you can definitely go there and enjoy the content I have. James1992 GameAnyone.com. There, I'm done with the fucking, advertising. But yeah. Now I had a guy character, not going around with me, but then I just get like, fuck you, man. Like, I just that son of a bitch as soon as I got a woman companion. I was like, okay, bye bye now. Yep, now I got a woman. Come on. You're coming with me. So as a guy, I have no trouble with women. If you want to be feminist, but have a fucking point. Make arguments that are valid, and not just some shit you picked at random and threw hoping that it would stick. Because I can tell you honestly, just about everything that feminists use is not that big a deal. Really, it's not. It either doesn't matter, or you're making something that is completely insignificant into something that is so over fucking blown, it's bordering on funny. It's like, it's so close to being funny that it's pathetic. Every time I watch a feminist, and I'm talking hardcore feminist, it's like, I almost want to go and pet them on the head because of how stupid they are. I was like, okay, here's a cookie, shut up. I actually feel bad for them. Like, that's how pathetic they are. Like, I don't want to do that, but that's what I feel. Like, he's like, okay, yeah, okay, now here's a cookie, go away now. Like, I don't want to do that. But just about every feminist I've ever listened to is like so freaking stupid, and their arguments are so childish. It's almost as if a 5-year-old was like making these arguments, because there are so many plot holes and so many people have picked holes in the logic of these feminists. There's nothing to fucking fight for at all. Yes, I agree. The things on this planet might not be as nice as you like it, but hey, this is America. The Western world, for the most part, is pretty okay with the women. Now go to Middle East, yeah, that's a problem. And as if you're gonna be a feminist, fight for that shit. Okay, don't be like attacking America. Attack the Middle East. Their traditions and their views with women. If you're going to be a feminist for that, not for America. Because there's nothing to fight in America. And the things that you are going to be fighting for in America are not something that you have to be a douchebag about. You can do so simply by protesting and not being a complete freaking douche. Okay? Because being a douche just makes people not want to have anything to do with you. And honestly, that's completely counterproductive of what you're attempting to do. Okay? I mean, that's like going out to a corner of a street and saying that my views are ultimate views. That what I say is true. And that you need to believe it no matter what. Okay? There's a reason why, if I ever want to cross a street preacher, I would hit them in the face. Because they're being completely fucking childish. Okay? Don't do it. If you want to spread the word of the gospel, fine. But don't fucking yell it at the top of your lungs to anybody that is within hearing range. Okay? Knock on some doors. Join the church. and be one of those people that goes around door to door talking about Jesus Christ and the Lord and the gospel. But don't fucking do it by screaming at the top of your lungs to every car that passes by, for every fucking person walking their damn dog. No one wants to deal with that. Nobody. But the problem with the street preachers and feminists is the same issue. They will not listen. They have this ingrained in them that what they believe to be true is in fact true. And that if you disregard what they say, then you are an idiot and you need to be taught. No, you need to be taught to stop being stupid. And that's all I gotta say about that.